Hi there and welcome to my channel. Today we are making a beef and broccoli stir fry. In a hot pan I added some oil and 3 to 4 cups of broccoli florets. I cooked those for about 4 minutes, giving them a toss around before I added 2 teaspoons of minced fresh ginger and 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. I cooked those in with the broccoli until I could start to smell the ginger and the garlic, and then I knew it was time to take them out. It's about a minute or two. I took those and put them onto a plate that I then covered with tin foil. I wiped out my pan for the next step. But first, let's put our sauce together. That is 1/2 cup of beef oxo that I added 2 teaspoons of soy sauce to and 2 teaspoons of sesame oil. I also added 1/4 cup of oyster sauce. Now the oyster sauce is pretty salty, so I did use a low sodium beef oxo this time, or my own homemade, which is also low sodium. To my cleaned out frying pan, I added a generous amount of oil so that my steak strips didn't stick. This is just a couple of small steaks that I left partially frozen to cut up. Makes that easier. And I feel like when the meat is cut up, it goes a lot further, don't you think? So this could have been enough for like 4 people, but it was great for us, and we had 1 bowl of leftovers. When the steak strips were cooked, I added the broccoli and ingredients back into the pot, and then I just gave them a stir around to incorporate, and then I add my sauce in there. I'm going to let this sauce marry with everybody in the pan right now. I had previously mixed up a teaspoon of cornstarch with a couple of teaspoons of water. I actually think I added a couple of teaspoons of cornstarch to 2 teaspoons of water because I was adding an extra serving to this recipe. So once the broth mixture is nice and bubbly, then I add my cornstarch in there. Cornstarch is going to thicken up your sauce, and then it's going to stick to your noodles or rice or whatever and be so lovely. For this recipe, we chose to cook some udon noodles, but having it with sticky rice or basmati rice or jasmine rice too would be just lovely. Even spaghetti. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.